A very good afternoon to all of you. Now we are going to have a colloquium with the delegation of the students and teachers from the Department of Philosophy and Culture, University of Toyo, Japan, and the same from the Department of Philosophy and Religion, Banaras Hindu University. So may I request uh, Professor Taigen Hashimoto, Department of Philosophy and Culture, Toyo University, Japan, to join the dais. Again, Professor Ichiro Numata from the Department of Philosophy and Culture, Toyo University, Japan, to please join the dais. And Professor Anand Mishra from the Department of Philosophy and Religion, Banaras Hindu University. You all are welcome in the seminar hall of the Department of Philosophy and Religion. And we know that before the formal start of such like program, we start from the ritual, that is Malyarpan and lighting of the lamp. So I request all the dignitaries of the dais for Malyarpan of the bust of Malviyaji and lighting of the lamp. Please, sir. Now I request Miss Sneha and Kajol for rendition of the Kulgut of our university.
मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्ववेद्या की राजधानी राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्ववेद्या की राजधानी राजधानी ये तीनों लोकों से न्याय काशी सुज्ञान धर्म और सत्य राशि बसे है गंगा के रम्य तट पर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी नए नहीं है ये ईट पत्थर है विश्वकर्मा का कार्य सुंदर रचे है वेदा के भव्य मंदिर ये सर्व सृष्टि की राजधानी राजधानी यहाँ की है ये पवित्र शिक्षा कि सत्य पहले वेदात्म रक्षा बीके हरिश्चंद्र थे यहीं पर ये सत्य शिक्षा की राजधानी राजधानी बवेद ईश्वर की सत्यवाणी बने जिन्हें पढ़ के ब्रह्म ज्ञानी थे व्यास जी ने रचे यहीं पर ये ब्रह्म विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी वो मुक्ति पद को दिलाने वाले सुधर्म पथ पर चलाने वाले यही फले फूल बुध शंकर ये राज ऋषियों की राजधानी राजधानी सुरम्य धाराएं वरुणासी नहाए जिनमें कबीर तुलसी भला हो कविता का क्यों न आकर ये बाग विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी विविध कला अर्थशास्त्र गायन गणित खनिज औषधि रसायन प्रतीचि प्राची कामेर सुंदर ये विश्वविद्या की राजधानी राजधानी ये मालवीय जी की देश भक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनके शक्ति ये मालवीय जी की देश भक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनके शक्ति प्रकट हुए है नवीन होकर ये कर्म वीरों की राजधानी राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी। मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी।
Thanks, Ms. Sneha and Kajol. Now I request our Honorable Head of the Department, Professor Anand Mishra sir, to felicitate the guest with a shawl and garland. Professor Taigen Hashimoto is being felicitated. He is from the Department of Philosophy and Culture, University of Toyo, Japan. So you are welcome, sir. Now, Professor Ichiro Numata. Now, Professor Ichiro Numata is being felicitated. He is also from the same Department of Philosophy and Culture, University of Toyo, Japan. Thank you, sir. Now, I request Honorable Head of the Department for welcome address. Okay. So I request the students of our department to welcome the same counterpart from the Department of Philosophy and Culture from the University of Toyo, Japan. The students are present here. So uh, you are request to welcome them all with garlands. Since you all are from the Department of Philosophy and Culture, University of Toyo, and this has been the culture of our department to welcome first, and then we will form a group, formal group of the students, and then the program will start. Now, I request our head of the department for formal address, welcome address.
हरि ओम अनिरोधम अनुत्पादम अनुच्छेदम अशाश्वतम अनेकार्थम अनानार्थम अनागमम अनिर्गमम यह प्रतीत समुत्पादम प्रपंचोपशमम शिवम देशयामा संबुद्धस तम वंदे वत्ताम. Friends, this is really a great occasion for us that Professor Hashimoto and Professor Numata Ichiro from Toyo University with 27 students are here in the seminar hall. In fact, a couple of years ago, we had an MOU with Toyo University, and an exchange program was launched. In fact, the present delegation is in that process. As we know that India and Japan has a close link. The spirituality, the religiosity connects us, and it has been connecting for millennium. That's why the theme, special theme of the colloquium was decided as Saṃsāra doctrine in India and Japan. It is the basic, in fact, one can say, presupposition of all Indian philosophies, that they believe in the doctrine of Saṃsāra. That man's basic nature is something else. Due to ignorance, he is tied down to this cycle of life and death. So, due to ignorance, we are tied down to this cycle of life and death. The problem before us is how to remove that ignorance and how we get rid from this cycle. In fact, the various philosophies are different paths for that. They have discussed this issue, and they have presented their own pathway for that, how to get, in fact, freedom from this cycle. It would be really very interesting to listen to Japanese counterpart regarding the theory which they believe. In fact, we are talking to our students, and we found that accepting Charvak, all Indian philosophy believe in this particular doctrine. Though the formulation of this particular theme differs from one philosophy or one sub-school to another sub-school. For example, in Mahayana, it has been clearly pointed out that there is no difference between Saṃsāra and Nirvana. न संसारस्य निर्वाणात् किंचिदस्ति विशेषम न निर्वाणस्य संसारात् किंचिदस्ति विशेषम संसारश्च या कोटि कोटि निर्वाणस्य च न तयो अंतरम किंचित सुसूक्ष्मम अपि विद्यते. It has been said like that. So actually sansar, there is no difference between sansar and nirman. The real problem is how we look at the things. This is the problem. How we look at the things, that is the problem. If we look with rag, dvesh, moh, then it is sansar. And if we are looking the things in detached way, then that would be nirvana, that would lead to nirvana. So it would be really interesting how our students in fact interact on this particular theme. I welcome again Professor Hashimoto, Professor Numata Ichiro and all their students in this seminar hall for India-Japan Colloquium. I also welcome Professor Siddharth Singh, who is always with us, Professor Rana P.V. Singh, Professor S.P. Pandey, Professor S.C. Dubey, Professor Pramod Bagre, Grace Darling, and other faculties, students, and all scholars connected to the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Today in this program, some prominent figures are also there who are gracing the occasion. So I request Professor R.K. Jha to felicitate Professor Siddharth Singh ji from the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Banaras Hindu University. I request Professor Satish Chand Dubey sir to felicitate Professor Rana P.V. Singh sir. You are from the Department of Geography, Institute of Science, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You are well known to the academic community of Banaras Hindu University. I welcome you. And now, as you know, the topic of colloquium is Saṃsāra Doctrine in India and Japan. So, for keynote address, may I request Professor Ichiro Numata from the Department of Philosophy and Culture, University of Toyo, to deliver his talk. Please, sir, come on the podium.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ichiro Numata from Toyo University, Japan. I'm very honored to be here and to be greatly so happy now, and you and your students and every staff of BHU. And BHU and Toyo University has recently signed the MOU agreement. So I am looking forward to development of our friendship in the future. And in this session, we will exchange opinions on the subject of reincarnation or Saṃsāra doctrine in India and Japan. So this doctrine is originated in ancient Indian Vedic literature, for example, Brahmana literature or Upanishads, like as Chandogya and Brihadaranyaka. And thereafter, this doctrine spread to Japan through Buddhism. So, however, there are so many differences between India and Japan on this doctrine. So today, you students will learn something by presenting your own familiar ideas of Saṃsāra, of the, or of the life and death to each other. I hope so. At first, we create you in some groups, of course, mixed with Indian students and Japanese students. Maybe our student is 25 now. So maybe I guess a student from BHU, maybe 25 or so, I think so. So maybe you students will be divided into 10 groups, okay? And then you will discuss about the Saṃsāra theory, and you will draw some conclusions. Maybe it lasts about 30 or 45 minutes, I guess. Finally, and presentation from each groups about your conclusion. Of course, it doesn't matter if your conclusion are right or wrong. The important thing is to discuss anything with people from different origin of cultural history. So, but subject is same, one subject. Today, and then we invite 3 persons from BHU. Sorry, Chandni Kumariji, she's present, yeah. So, Ishida-san, please stand up, please. She is Ishida-san. She is now studying about in BHU from Japan. And Yoshida-san, please. She is now teaching Japanese in this university. So they will help us in this session. So, yes. Okay, I see. So, Chandani-ji will come soon. Oh, please. Yes, yes, of course. Yeah. 2 students from Japanese language department, yeah, will come. Thank you very much. Okay. You understand the procedure of this session? Okay. So, thank you for your cooperation, and please enjoy this session. Thank you very much. Now, I divided Japanese students in 10 groups. So get together in same number, Japanese students. And please, a student of PHU, go to any group of number.
हाँ
आप जिस ग्रुप में भी जिसको इच्छा
जी 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 प्लीज दर्शन एवं धर्म विभाग के छात्रों से शोध छात्रों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि वे जापानीज स्टूडेंट्स के जो डेलीगेशन है उनमें से 3-4 का ग्रुप बना हुआ है, उसमें से जिस किसी भी ग्रुप के साथ आप जुड़ना चाहते हैं जुड़ करके उनके साथ कोलैबोरेट कर लीजिए और कुछ डिस्कशन करिए। आप लोग डिस्कशन का टॉपिक वही है, संसार डॉक्ट्रिन इन जापान एंड इंडिया। तो जी हाँ हाँ जी जी, और ये संसार का जो मीनिंग है, कॉन्सेप्चुअल मीनिंग, ये पुनर्जन्म की अवधारणा है, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रीबर्थ। तो एक तरीके से द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रीबर्थ पर जो इंडियन एंड जापानीज जो व्यू पॉइंट्स है उसको लेकर के डिस्कशन करना है। यू ऑल हैव टू डिस्कस द पॉइंट्स concerning the theory of rebirth as found in Indian philosophy as well as in Japanese philosophy. So please form the group and then collaborate with Indian and Japanese counterparts and then start discussion. You have to just make a formal group for discussion only. All students are requested to form the group as per their convenience. They can sit together and make a formal group and then start the discussion on the topic Saṃsāra as found in Indian philosophy as well as in Japanese philosophy. Saṃsāra means formally the concept of rebirth.
आपकी क्या अवधारणा? जनरली हमारे यहाँ दुख में सामान्य तौर पे सारी फिलोसफी एक्सेप्ट जापान दुख में प्लस
Samsarati iti
हाँ,
samsara.
हाँ,